So today I'm doing my TBR for the Read Your Gays Readathon, which is actually begins today, June 3rd to June 10th. So stay tuned to see what I'm going to be reading. So this readathon is hosted by Boston Reads Books, and I will put a link to the original video below. So there are 6 challenges in this readathon, and each of the prompts for the challenge represents one of the colors in the rainbow flag. Red, orange, green, blue, yellow, and purple. And the idea here is to complete the flag. So in other words, you have to read 6 books in 1 week, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do, but I'm going to give it my best shot and try to get through as many of them as I can. So the first challenge is the color red, which is to read a lesbian book where at least one of the characters identifies as a lesbian. For that one, I'm going to be reading The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Bertelli, and I have that in ebook format actually. And in this book, the main character, her name is Molly. Her sister is gay and has a girlfriend, and also both girls have 2 moms that are gay, so they have lesbian moms. So the story follows Molly, a plus-sized 17-year-old girl, and her lesbian twin sister, Cassie. So a cute new girl enters into Cassie's life, rendering her pretty much lovesick, and in the process, Molly feels like she's losing a sister. But as it turns out, Cassie's new girlfriend comes with a cute hipster boy sidekick. So if Molly can win him over, maybe she'll finally get to experience that first kiss that she's been wanting to experience for so long. But of course, there's only one problem, is Molly's new co-worker, the nerdy Reed, who Molly is finding more and more intriguing. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Becky Bertelli. I've read a couple of her other books, so I'm looking forward to this one. So the next prompt is orange, where you read a gay book where at least one of the characters identifies as gay. And for that one, I'm going to go with How Not to Ask a Boy to the Prom by S.J. Gosley, I believe, Gosley. So this follows Nolan Grant, who is 16, gay, and has never had a boyfriend or even ever been kissed. So from what I can gather about this book, is his sister is staging an elaborate prom proposal so Nolan can ask his crush out. But for some reason, he ends up fake dating a boy named Byrne, who I do believe is kind of a bad boy bully type who's tortured Nolan in his past. So the premise sounds quite interesting, so I'm looking forward to reading this for the challenge. So the next prompt is yellow, where you read a bisexual book, in which at least one of the characters is bisexual. For that, I'm going with Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. So, and I've heard quite a bit about this book and I've been wanting to read it, so I figured this is a good excuse to do so. So this follows Frances, a bisexual girl who meets Aelid, the demisexual creator of her favorite podcast. So she ends up opening up to him, but somehow her confidences all go viral, and then all sorts of chaos ensues. And that's really all I know about this book. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So the next challenge is green, a book in which there is at least one trans plus character, such as someone who's transsexual, a non-binary, a gender fluid, or a pansexual. And the book that I chose for this one was When the Moon Was Ours, written by Anna Marie McLemore, I believe, McLemore. So all I know about this one is that it follows a trans character named Sam, who is assigned female at birth and has selected for some reason to live as a boy until puberty. Or either that or the decision was made for him, I'm not sure. Only Sam's come to realize that he is not really living as a boy, but he is a boy and has no desire to go back to his initially designated gender. And because of this, I do believe that there's some sort of blackmail involved at the hand of his sisters. So, and actually this has been on my shelf for a while, so it's a good excuse for me to dive into it. So the next category is blue, any LGBT book you want to read. So for that one, I decided to choose We Contain Multitudes, written by Sarah Henstra. So all I know about this one is that it follows two boys, Jonathan and Adam, who write letters to each other as part of a weekly pen pal assignment, probably at school. So with each letter, the two begin to develop a friendship that eventually grows into something more. But their happiness becomes threatened by bullying and homophobia, as well as hidden family secrets. So yeah, this one sounds quite intriguing, and I can't wait to read it. And the last prompt is the color purple, and for that we have to read the group Read, which is entitled I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. And I've been wanting to read this one for a while, ever since I first heard about it, so I'm glad I'm getting a chance to finally do so. So all I know is that one of the characters here, Ben, I do believe his name is, comes out to their parents as non-binary. They are thrown out of the house and then forced to move in with their estranged older sister, Hannah, and her husband. So Ben just wants to finish high school, his last year of high school, unnoticed, but his plans are somewhat thwarted when Nathan Allen, a charismatic student, decides to take Ben under his wing. So as we could probably guess, their feelings for each other begin to change, leading to, no doubt, an interesting turn of events. So yeah, those are the 6 books that I hope to read during this readathon, which, in case I haven't mentioned, it takes place during June 3rd and June 10th of this year, which begins today, the day that I'm recording this video. So yeah, so that is it for my TBR. How about you? Are you reading anything special for Pride Month? Are you involving yourself in any readathons? If so, let me know in the comments. And that about does it for this video. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate if you click the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the notification icon to get notified when I release new videos. And that about does it. I'll talk to you in the next video. Roger and out. Oh.